If you didn't get the chance to watch the Chainsaw Man movie, you missed out. That was incredible. It's in contention with Sinners for best movie of the year. It is an absolutely unreal explosion of action, and yet, that's not even the thing that sticks with me the most. Fujimoto is a genius, and I'd love to break down exactly how he writes his characters and why I love them so much. Because in reality, this movie is a romance, not an action. That's what it is. That's what compels the characters, moves the plot, and action is just a new language for the two main leads to speak. By the end of this movie, the connection between Denji and Reze is so intriguing to me that all I can do is wish there was more. So I really want to just yap about this story for a second, so just bear with me. Unlike so many manga writers, Fujimoto understands perspective. He understands the subjectivity of his characters and how that shapes the narrative, how that affects our experience as viewers. The core of why this movie, and this story as a whole of Chainsaw Man, is so good, well, it's simple. It's Denji. He is the lens. He is our looking glass into this insane world he's created. He's a 16-year-old, through and through. That is number one. No other aspect of his character is more important than the fact that he's a teenager. Denji's most important character trait isn't being a pervert, or a dumbass, or an asshole, or a nice guy, or any of that stuff, although, that bounces off the other characters quite nicely, and it sells the fact he's a 16-year-old. No, it's his honesty. Denji is authentic. He is the real in a world of fantasy and mystery. We know he is honest. This grounds the narrative. It allows the bizarro monsters and ridiculous characters to still hold weight. Fujimoto lets us into Denji's head through personification of his thoughts, literally visualizing his desires and imaginations. We see his fantasies about how he looks at the girls in his life. They're sexual playthings. They're means to an end. Even the angel devil, and he's a guy. He's so sexually deprived that's how easy it is to manipulate him. My favorite part about Denji's character is that he doesn't know what he wants, like a 16-year-old. I feel like so many anime characters combine their perceived super objective with their real motivation as a character. What I mean is, so many of them just already know what they want from episode 1. What they think they want is what they actually want, and they don't change. For example, Tanjiro wants to kill Muzan and all the other demons to use their bodies to find a cure for his sister. And there's not really that much interpretation on that front. Demon Slayer will pretend to have moral dilemmas, like Tanjiro crying whenever he has to kill a demon. Oh, this is so sad. I'm sorry I killed you. But at the end of the day, he kills them. This make-believe moral drama doesn't actually change his character. He never has a relationship with a demon, who isn't his family, in the way that Denji does with Reze. Denji is more real. Young people often don't know what they want, and so he perceives girls as his super objective. In reality, Denji wants a family, and he doesn't understand that. He doesn't realize that. But unfortunately, Reze does. Reze understands our poor main character better than he does himself, and that's the plot of our movie. In this story, Reze finds Denji after a date with Makima, after he swore he understood what he wanted in life, and takes him on misadventures to get close to him. Spoilers for the movie from here on out. She attacks him, because all along it was a ruse to steal his heart. Literally, the chainsaw devil, the source of his power. What Fujimoto does is he makes every other character than Denji a mystery box. Everyone has powers. Everyone is hiding some sort of secret. And the real overarching story of Chainsaw Man as a whole, not just the movie, is Denji trying to unravel these secrets before they kill him. The audience unraveling these secrets, unironically, before Denji. What is Makima's secret? What is the Angel Devil's secret? Can Denji find out? There's action, obviously, but it's really a mystery. Who is Reze? We ask ourselves, and why does she like Denji so much? What makes the story structure work is the understanding that all the information we receive is coming from Denji's perspective. And Denji is a dumbass. He's naive. He trusts people too easily and can't see the mystery like we do. I feel like so many other animes just give away their characters' motives too easily. Who's good, who's evil, who may be hiding something is all too apparent. Anyone could have told you Reze would become evil, would betray Denji. Sure, but the experience of watching that happen is this film, is the experience of feeling Denji's naivety through the camera lens. This culminates in the pool scene, which I think is the real heartbeat of this movie, the emotional pillar for which we understand his relationship with Reze. It's a combination of freedom, sexual desire, romantic attraction, discovery. After their battle on the beach in the end of the movie, Reze tells Denji that it was all fake. It was all in his head. They never had a real relationship. But Denji says, "You did teach me how to swim." There's something heartbreaking about the idea that Reze didn't view the pool scene in that way. Like, I don't know, if the movie was shot from her perspective, none of that grand music or slow motion shots would have existed. But Denji doesn't back down. He insists that what he saw, what we, the audience, saw, was real. It's a certain combination of foolishness, but also genuine affection that makes his character so likable, so believable. After he says this, Reze punches Denji, trying to push him away, knocks him on his feet. Kind of like her saying, "I'm bad, don't follow me, you don't want to be with me." But Denji, stubborn asshole he is, shouts, "I'll be at the cafe tomorrow." I love this POV shot from on the ground when he desperately tries to remain conscious. Unfortunately, that's the last time he ever sees her. And for all he knows, she just ran away. There's something very significant about this scene taking place on the beach. This is an important film theory concept, and it originated in Italy. In a lot of old Italian cinema, notably Federico Fellini movies, the beach is very notable. I mean, Italy is surrounded by beaches. It's a giant peninsula. It represents a new beginning, a place of change and origin. When you look out at sea, you're not limited by a horizon. The world feels bigger and more free. And when you see this grand horizon, you start to think bigger and more calmly. You begin to open your mind to change. Notice how the characters don't fight on the beach. It's a place of reflection. Often Fellini's movies will end with characters at the beach, and a particular question will arise. Can you save them? The Zampanos, the Marcellos of the world. In this case, Reze. Can Reze be saved? Or is she just as doomed as she thinks she is? It's a question that you just can't help but ask when watching this scene, because Denji just won't give up. I like to think that the only reason Denji was able to sink Reze into the water after the battle was because she taught him how to swim. In an ironic, don't feed the snake that bites you kind of way, Reze ended up helping create her demise by getting too close to Denji. Denji kept his promise and waited all day at the cafe for her. From his perspective, she just never came. That's the real tragedy of this movie. The fact that Denji was so close to making his first real connection with someone, and he just couldn't make it. Same with Reze. She was so close to finding real love, and she was just stopped short. It's such an incredibly tragic death scene because of that. Again, sorry to be like the JJK Demon Slayer hater, but so many shonens and seinens don't understand that death itself is not the most tragic thing that can happen to someone. If Reze, died in the water or in the battle, and Denji comes up to her dead body and starts screaming, "No!" as he puts her in his arms or something like that, that would not be nearly as tragic as the concept of them sharing a conversation, revealing some true feelings, and then robbing these two characters of their real connection they could share when they finally achieved their real goals. Not their perceived goals of killing each other or having sex or having XYZ, but their real goal, finding a true human connection. These are the two scenes that really make this film, the pool and the beach. The pool is enveloping, it's grand, its music is blaring, this sequence is fast and dramatic. It's a culmination of what Denji feels. The beach is calm, the beach is truth. Reze finally being honest. The mystery box is opened. She's lonely, like Denji. And Denji sees that. That's why I love Reze's last line. Jitsu wa ore mo gakkou ni itta koto nai. The truth is, I've also never been to school. That's what she wanted to tell Denji. If nothing else, she wanted to be honest. Even if she never actually wanted to run away with him or be his girlfriend or whatever, she wanted to return his honesty. Reze is compelling, not because she's morally good or redeemable or relatable, but because she's like Denji, our foothold in this crazy world. She's human, like him. And that is great writing by Fujimoto. Damn. I'm so sad. Fujimoto, why do you do me like this? I think I saw an interview quote once where he said that, like, he likes when his characters haunt the minds of his readers, even after they're gone. Like, Fujimoto loves the misery he's putting me in right now. Oh, yeah, and also there's action, too, I guess. I didn't really talk about any of the fight scenes because there's really nothing else to be said. They're amazing. They make the manga drawings look like doodles. They amazingly extend the scene so much, and combined with the soundtrack and creative dark lighting choices, you get a real masterpiece in 2D animation. It's gorgeous. I was so excited for them to animate the frame of Reze kicking Denji in the air, and then she kicks him back down. Her leg turns into a missile. Oh my god, they did it so well. So, yeah. Sorry to bum everyone out with the sad story and everything, but I thought it was a great movie. It was amazing. Saw it in IMAX with my friends. Loved the story. The theater was packed, by the way. It was a great experience. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and bye!